Ma'am, good
Okay,
afternoon.
okay. Uh,
Good afternoon, Gajraj. Thank you so much for joining. It's
Thank you
wonderful
so
to
much for
have you
inviting us,
here.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
very, very good afternoon to all the participants who have joined in this particular webinar scheduled today. I, Dr. Tanushree Mukherjee, Associate Professor, Amity School of Communication, first of all, would like to extend a warm welcome to our eminent speakers of today's webinar, Mr. Gajraj Singh Bhati, as well as Mr. Tarandeep Singh. It's a pleasure to have you both on this platform today. I would
Thank you
also
so
like
much.
to extend a warm welcome to our coordinator, Amity School of Communication, Jyoti ma'am, and all our esteemed faculty members, and above all, our dear students. The topic of today's webinar is really very, very important, very significant, just not in terms of the present prevailing situation when things have little bit started coming back to its normal state, isn't it? We are now in the phase of new normal. Everything has slowly started resuming and coming back. Industries have opened up, isn't it? Things have started coming back to the normal track. But the topic of today's webinar is extremely significant when we remember the days of March, the months of March when we were badly hit by this particular pandemic, the global health crisis. And when this virus came into our country, our lives came to an absolute standstill. Everything seemed to just get halted. Business not happening, companies shut down, no manufacturing, no supply. So people all of a sudden came under all kinds of tension. Tensions were of different kinds. Physical tensions, we were completely switched over all of a sudden from a physical mode to a virtual mode. Absolute phase of lockdown, in many of the places, curfews being imposed. So all kinds of feelings and emotions were going on in the minds of the people at that point of time. Tensions troubling the economic scenario, the business dynamics of the country, and then at the same time, all kinds of depression, frustration, being at home, and above all, how to take care of one's health concerns, health and safety aspects. So, in those hard times, in those turbulent times of uncertainty, every state government, every states of our country, they were trying their level best. The chief ministers, along with their well prepared army of people, to be very honest, with their well prepared army of government officials, they were trying their level best as to how they can reduce the tensions of the people, how they can combat this particular kind of a pandemic of which we never heard of which we were never prepared. But whenever we talk about the efforts of the state governments, we cannot just go without the taking the name of Rajasthan state government. So the state government of Rajasthan, the way they handled the pandemic situation in many ways by their various strategies, by their various programs, by their various initiatives and noteworthy efforts, they in a way created a kind of a role model. They set up new benchmarks of excellence. They created new benchmarks of excellence, which other states of India were watching. The entire world was watching. How did the government was really able to handle this kind of an uncertain situation to a great successful extent? We also faced a number of COVID cases, but how we handled them, how we got the tagline that we were the first state in which the recovery rates were very high. But when we talk about the constructive role of the state government of Rajasthan, we cannot miss out the indispensable role of the PR professionals, the public relations professionals. So they were standing side by side, giving all their support and cooperation to ensure that the channel of communication is intact. Because whatever the government is doing, the government is doing for the masses. But until unless the people know about these strategies, until unless the people are informed about these measures, these campaigns, so they would not be able to achieve the desired outcome. So when we talk about the role of the government and the government machinery, we cannot forget the immensely significant role played by the public relations department, the public relations officials. So today we are extremely fortunate to have with us two very seasoned, two very experienced PR professionals who were and who are still now at the helm of affairs, who are handling and taking care of the entire public relations initiatives of the state government of Rajasthan. So I'm really looking forward to having some valuable insights from the side of our eminent speakers, Mr. Gajraj as well as Mr. Tarandeep. But before we begin with the webinar, I would just take 2 minutes to introduce the participants briefly with the profile of our eminent speakers. Gajraj, I would just very proudly like to mention that Gajraj is actually an alumnus of Amity School of Communication. So he is a student of Bachelor's of Journalism and Mass Communication. He passed out from Amity School of Communication. I very fondly remember the days when he was a student, very focused, very passionate. He exactly knew where he wants to go, where he would land up in the coming few years. And he was extremely hardworking in whatever things was given to him. So we are very proudly, I'm really feeling so happy to have you over here, Gajraj.
Thank you so much.
So Gajraj actually, he has been specially, thank you dear, he has been specially focusing on handling the various promotions of the Rajasthan government. He is right now getting the designation of Senior Account Executive in Adfactors. You all might be knowing the name of Adfactors, one of the leading Indian oldest PR agencies. So he is working over there as Senior Account Executives. He has played an immensely important role in the Bhilwara model of Rajasthan. That Bhilwara model has become world famous model regarding the strategies which were adopted by the government, supported by the PR people. He has also played a very significant role in Bikaner's 3-layer containment strategy during the peak times of COVID-19. He has also been instrumental in handling the entire media interactions of the state government of Rajasthan, especially focusing on all their media interactions, dealing with television, radio, print, handling all these media platforms of the Honorable Chief Minister of Rajasthan. And he has also handled all senior administration officials of the Rajasthan state government like Chief Secretary, Additional Chief Secretaries, Secretaries and Commissioners. Currently, he handles a number of areas, handling the medical wing, medical and health and family welfare department, food and civil supplies department, home and transport department of the government of Rajasthan. So I welcome you once again, Gajraj.
Thank you so
And
much.
I would now quickly introduce our second eminent speaker, Mr. Tarandeep Singh. Tarandeep Singh, again, a very senior and experienced and a seasoned PR professional. He has also been associated with Adfactors for quite a long period of time, from 2018 onwards. Right now, he holds the designation of Assistant Accounts Manager in Adfactors. He is a specialized person in the area of handling all kinds of demands related with the clients, the leading clients of Adfactors, handling all of their topmost projects, taking care of the allocation of the budgets of Adfactors or achieving the outcome of their clients and all. And I feel extremely delighted to say that Tarandeep, right now, he also handles the energy department of government of Rajasthan. So it gives me extreme delight to welcome our esteemed speakers for today's webinar. I'm looking forward to listen to some of your valuable insights. So now, without taking even single minute, I would first like to cordially invite Tarandeep Singh, sir. Please enlighten us with your valuable words of wisdom. Please, sir. Over to you, Tarandeep Singh.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction, an elaborate one. I would first like to start with a small understanding of how PR works. In Rajasthan, if we talk, so Rajasthan as a state has quite a few publications. But if we see the number of publications that are right now currently there in Rajasthan, they are quite limited. So there are a few newspapers like Dainik Bhaskar, Rajasthan Patrika, Times of India, and apart from that, not major publications are there. So the publication-wise, there are quite a few numbers of publication who are there. So I mean, in terms of number, in terms of circulation, if we talk, So there are very few publications there. So before starting the PR project for Government of Rajasthan, there was this question of how we will manage this, how we will plan things. So when the bid process was going on, I remember attending the financial bid for Government of Rajasthan project, and there was this question that what do you think you can add? How you can add how you can add value to this tender process and this PR project that you as Adfactors PR are going to undertake. So there was this question, and this is one of the challenges that we face every now and then. We focused only on national media, but if we talk about national media also, they only take stories which are actually newsworthy. So in the process, in the government machinery, there are sometimes those stories where we feel that these stories are not worthy of going into media. But then there comes a role of PR, to manage their expectations. So which story will go national, which story will not, to analyze all the time that which are the stories and what is the newsworthiness of those stories. Always this works. So this is one thing that that happened well. I would first like to, before all this, I would first like to tell you something about Adfactors PR. So Adfactors PR basically is right now revenue-wise #1 company in India for public relations. So chairman of this company is Mr. Rajesh Chaturvedi. He's an ex-journalist, Indian Express Group. Apart from him, the managing director, Mr. Madan Behel, he is the managing director. And these both of these guys are actually actively participating in all. So for Government of Rajasthan, they were quite excited that yes, we will undertake this project and we'll do well. We'll make it a case study. So that was their perception of taking things further from there. So that is something that is actually driving us to do well in this PR story of Government of Rajasthan. I would like to tell you some of the core things about Adfactors PR, like if you talk about the company strengths. So the company strength, the practice area that it works in corporate reputation management. It works with consumer communications, issues and crisis communications, financial communications, B2B communications, and public affairs. So when we talk of the domain expertise, so there are quite a few domain expertise with Adfactors PR: banking and financial services, energy and natural resources, infrastructure and reality, logistics, transportation, automotive, engineering. Then there is consumer and brands PR, IT, commerce, pharma, healthcare, education. Almost all the genres of corporate communications are handled to Adfactors PR. So this basically gave us good expertise in all those corporate communication things. So what was happening was, because we are comfortable with doing PR in all those categories, corporate categories, we actually had good connections with the journalists nationwide. That really helped us. And we started working for Government of Rajasthan. There were quite a few departments. So every department has a different need. Okay, during COVID times, there was quite a few newses around COVID. That is fine, but other departments were also looking for visibility. Like I was handling energy department. Energy department has its own needs. So they were looking after something else. Not only just people were just talking about Corona and all the situation, but they were wanting to have some visibility around what were their initiatives. So in line with the same, I was working on a story of Badla Solar Park, which is the largest solar park in the nation. So the government of India basically, in one of the seminars there, PM Narendra Modi said that they have inaugurated Rewa, and which is the largest solar park in the nation, but it is not. Badla, it is operational right now, and it is the largest working solar park in the nation. So we re-emphasized on that story, and that actually came well. So that was accepted by national media, and the story went well. So it was quite. There was about, I believe, more than 50 links online who picked that story, and they agreed that yes, Badla is the largest solar park. So that was one instance. Apart from this, I was talking about the expertise, domain expertise of Pactosphere and how it helped. So when we talk about all these different categories, our team, which is deputed to the project of Government of Rajasthan, were divided in. They've divided all the team into different departments. So one, like me, I am looking after energy, education, and some other departments. Gajraj is looking after some other departments. So this is how the team is distributed. So we are all are connected to our departments, and as well as our teams sitting nationally are connected with different journalists. So the journalists with the right beat are connected with us. So if we talk about working somewhere in the energy field, so the energy journalists all together nationwide who are writing about energy are connected with us. So how we get all the news and the updates and the daily news tracking happens, and that's how we get to know what all is happening in the nation and how we can pitch in. So probably if something is happening nationally, wherein initiative is happening around in energy, or if there is any national target that is given to the states, different states, like there is a 25 gigawatts target that is being given to energy departments. So by 2025, 22, there is a target of 25 gigawatts. So this target was to be achieved, and how we can pitch in as Rajasthan, the capacity of Rajasthan, the 5-year project, the 5-year plan of Rajasthan solar energy, renewable energy was 30,000 megawatt, and it was quite achievable. So how Rajasthan planned its overall plan of getting to the target was one thing that was quite positive, and it was quite easily. I mean, they are reaching there. So this was to be communicated, and in Corona times, everybody was talking about Corona. So it was actually hard for us, to get that acceptability into media to write to convince them to write about something which is different than Corona. Every page, every news was filled with Corona stories. Though Rajasthan did very well, and all credits to Gajraj and our fellow team members who did well on Bhilwara story. So I remember that Bhilwara story when that highlighted. I remember I pointed out in a team meeting that there was a journalist. His name was Rajendra Jhat, and he was a journalist from Bhilwara. He wrote a story in Hindi in Dainik Bhaskar, and he was mentioning all those. All those things that Bhilwara did initially, and that was quite well accepted. I mean, we as a team identified that yes, this is the story that can go national. So that's how we actually planned things. And while Gajraj was going after national media, I played my part, of catching into some journalists, catching with some journalists, and if they were interested in doing a story on this. And fortunately, there were quite a few journalists who were ready to do the story since it was viral at that point in time. I connected to a journalist from Delhi who was heading Hindu Business Line. And she gave us a questionnaire, an elaborate questionnaire, which we answered. And the story was quite well, a half-page story, a half-page spread in Hindu Business Line was published in a national edition. So that's how, things started working for us. And from the initial days only, since we started, only in January or February, we started this. And since then, every initiative of Government of Rajasthan was getting, amplified through PR efforts. So that was actually acknowledged by Government of Rajasthan as well, that, we are feeling the difference now, that how things are happening, how you are amplifying all those efforts, which actually Government of Rajasthan is doing. So the core idea of doing everything was to connect with the right journalist at the right point in time. So the journalist connecting to the right beat, connecting to the person who is interested in doing a story on the same, on the topic, and that is how things actually worked out. I swayed off from topic. I was talking about Adfactors PR credentials and talking about how Adfactors PR helped government of Rajasthan in amplifying their efforts. So coming back to energy sector, there were quite few clients of Adfactors PR who were into energy sector, and Adfactors has been serving them for quite long time. So Suzlon Energy is one. There is Tata Power. There is NTPC, Schneider Electric, Kane India, Hartech, Abalon Clean Energy. They all are national clients of Adfactors PR. And so how the media, the energy beat was connected very well with Adfactors PR. So the team that sits in Jaipur actually coordinates with different departments. So my department, like I was talking about energy sector, I was looking after energy sector and their initiatives. What was happening was all their initiatives, whatever I used to get, I used to write the content for them. So I identified Bhadla Solar Park story, the Kusum Yojana. The Kusum was one Yojana which government of Rajasthan bought, and as an initiative, it was very well accepted. And now things are happening very fast in energy sector, and that's how we realized that the national team, the national networking team that sits in Delhi and Mumbai, can help us with amplifying their efforts, their energy efforts, whatever happening in the energy sector in Rajasthan government. So we contacted our national teams and they connected us with quite a few journalists who were actually writing about energy sector. And then there was a press conference that energy RREC did with Ajitab Sharma ji. He's a senior IAS officer and principal secretary of then government of Rajasthan. So they did a press conference where an MOU was signed between government of Rajasthan and NTPC for developing a solar park. And that news also, amongst all the times when the newspapers were short of papers, the newspaper that used to come to our homes was around 24 pages. But in Corona times, it was only about 12 pages newspaper that was coming every day. So the newspapers and the slot that we used to get in those newspapers as an editorial was reduced to a big difference. So we were getting very few, the spaces were reduced for our stories. So that was also one challenge, but then we actually managed well and got good space in all the, not only in the dailies of Rajasthan, but nationally that got covered. So not only newspapers, but I remember electronic media as well as the print media and the online media as well, because these days it is very, very important that you get covered into online media as well. So managing all those mediums, Adfactors PR successfully got energy sector playing their newses every now and then. Not only Corona news, but that also. So because Corona, as the topic says, that what PR was doing in the turbulent times of COVID-19 was not only, it was easy to write about Corona. It was very easy to, identify stories around Corona, but it was difficult for people to get them, convince them to write about something else other than Corona when the papers have very reduced number of pages and the editorial part. So that was one challenge that we faced. With talking about Corona, now what was happening was Corona situation actually gave us a breakthrough in government of Rajasthan. As a department in health and medical, the state was earlier considered to be not one state which does well in health sector. So it was kind of considered as, Bimaru state, it was considered. But in Corona times, it did very well. So the ACS Health, Mr. Rohit Kumar Singh, he interacted with team Adfactors PR and he actually briefed us about how Rajasthan is handling the corona situations, and we were quite elated to understand. I mean, to hear him that how all the officials who are playing an important role in managing and curtailing the situations are on the field and are playing their part. So we are quite happy to get a brief from him on how things are happening, and then we identified stories from there. So Gajraj and Avnendra ji is one more member in our team. He actually identifies quite a few stories, and then we publish those stories in a phase-wise manners. So like phase one, there were different stories. Phase two, there were stories, and apart from stories, there were some tie-ups also coming. So this is how things happened. I'll also tell you what the approach of Adfactors PR when we started this communication strategy. So just give me a moment. Yes, the perceptions that we identified from the flagship campaign of Government of Rajasthan were, these were the perceptions that we wanted to create for Government of Rajasthan. So point-wise, I'm explaining a progressive state. We wanted to highlight Government of Rajasthan in each communication that goes, whether it is for Corona, whether it is for energy sector or some other sector. There were some common things that we every time we wanted the audience or the Government of Rajasthan to be perceived in a different way. So there were few points that we identified, and those points were the Government of Rajasthan is to be considered as, or the Rajasthan state should be considered as a progressive state. People-centric policies reaching out to the last mile beneficiaries. It was very important for Government of Rajasthan to connect with the last person in the state. So that was one focus point. Then there was focus on public health and environmental determinants. Land of opportunities. We wanted to always, attract more investment to the state. So how we have identified this other factor, a land of opportunities for talent and business. Socio-economic development that is happening in the state. We wanted to always highlight this because one part of PR as briefed to us was to invite more investment to the state. So how we wanted to create these perceptions. Next perception was policy reforms to enhance the ease of doing business into Rajasthan. This is all towards inviting investments into the state. Assurance to the investors to provide quick support, best of infrastructure and skilled human resource. Good governance led by seasoned leaderships. Then there was industry, manufacturing and services development to create employment in the state. Shining new areas, renewable energy, IT, startups, skill development and more. And inclusive development of all the citizens. So these were some perception points that we identified, and all the communication that went to Adfactors PR. So be it on investment, be it on medical and health, or on education and energy, were having these perception points in the background. So we always use some taglines which create a national perception for the state. So as you know, the Government of Rajasthan, we wanted to always highlight the CM Ashok Gehlot's efforts. So how we always used to use CM Ashok Gehlot-led Government of Rajasthan. So this is one tagline that we always use. So this actually creates a perception of Mr. Ashok Gehlot, leading from front, the Government of Rajasthan's effort. So this is one perception line that we actually use in all our communications to highlight the efforts of not only Government of Rajasthan, but how he is leading Government of Rajasthan is also one point that we always wanted to, showcase. So these were the perception points on which we made these things. In budget speech of Government of Rajasthan, which happened in 2019, he highlighted some points, which was Nirogi Rajasthan, prosperous farmers, welfare of women, children and elderly, competent workers, students, and youth, promoting education, improve availability of water, electricity, and ensure better roads, skill and technique. So these were 7 pillars which we identified, and working upon the same, we decided that these will be the factors on which we will build our communication strategy. And after that came Corona. So in Corona times, obviously things were falling apart. I mean, all the plans that we did, the pillars that we identified were not working. Everything fell apart. Only the thing, and even the government was considering and working was on coronavirus. So government actually started a war room, and we were coordinating with the war room IAS officers. So there we identified some, not only some stories, but also some opportunities to connect directly the CM of the state. So we started a section in Dainik Bhaskar, which is the largest circulated daily in Rajasthan right now. So we started Aapke Sawal Mukhyamantri Ke Jawab. So this was one column which went on for about 15 days, where all the questions, every citizen or every reader of Dainik Bhaskar could share their question on WhatsApp, and every day they used to get answers on the same from CM of Rajasthan. We were coordinating as a PR professional. We used to coordinate for all the answers. We used to select those questions from those questions, and then we used to always ask them for their responses on those questions. And then next day, those questions used to be published by Dainik Bhaskar. So that process went on for about first 15 days, which actually created a lot of positivity in the state and positivity in the minds of citizens of the state, because the CM was directly involved in communication strategy. So that is how, in the last few months, since we started our PR for Government of Rajasthan, we've created, a bridge between the Government of Rajasthan and the citizens. So the citizens now feel that yes, we can directly connect to the CM of the state. So through a publication or through different forums, through digital media, electronic media, we were actually taking questions from the citizens and putting them directly to the CM of the state. So those questions were answered, and government actually, people and we actually got to know that how government machinery works and how things are happening. So as a layman, we used to always think that no, Government of Rajasthan does not, कुछ नहीं करते ये लोग, ये घर पर बैठते हैं और ये कुछ काम वाम नहीं करते हैं. This is only bureaucracy. But that image actually changed after this coronavirus situation. Since the state of government, I mean, the state was never well known for their health facilities and all. But the way the recovery rate or to curtail the spread of the virus, the steps that they have taken were commendable. So,
Right.
even not even the Bhilwara model, but in Ramganj area, where it was, it was viral. So everywhere you will find infected people from coronavirus. So that the same model from Bhilwara was implied in Ramganj area as well, and that worked well. So things were happening, and we are still working on the same. I mean, we are working on this, and we are actually now, we are not only concentrating upon Corona, but on different other departments as well. So Corona situation now needs a different approach. So firstly, we were actually, thinking of winning the confidence of the citizens of the state. Now we are thinking, differently. Now we are actually not talking about Corona much, but we are talking about different initiatives to create the same perception. The perception points remain the same, but the concentration now has moved from Corona to different other things. And going forward, we will definitely do the same.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
yes, all different departments we are working, so we will definitely do the same on other departments as well. So
Yes.
I've spoken about a lot of other things, not only about the corona situation, but all the other things as well. So let me know if there are any
Thank you.
questions.
It was a pleasure to listen to you, Tarandeep. I think you have focused on some of the very significant things because during the times of COVID-19, one very important thing was that the other news should also go on, isn't it? So the journalists were still
True.
there, were looking out for some non-COVID news because other than the health issues and the
True.
health concerns, business and the revenue, that is also a very important thing which we cannot neglect.
Very, very important.
We are focused on some
Absolutely.
of the very crucial areas, and definitely we have always been teaching our students that one of the very important success mantra in the field of public relations is how to pitch out to the best media. So how to identify the best media, what should be the right time and what should be the right content. So on that, a great deal the success of a PR message is based on. Thank you so much, Tarandeep sir, for speaking a lot about
Thank
ad
you.
factors, the various multidimensional work they execute and carry out. So now we would turn over to Gajraj, and we would like to listen to what is Gajraj's perception. How did he handle some of the very significant, government projects and all, government initiatives in case of COVID-19, and how PR people played a very significant and important role in them. So over to you, Gajraj, straight away.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Gajraj, sir?
Yes, it's a pleasure connecting with you all. And since Tarandeep spoke about a lot of things he did in past, so I'll give a brief introduction of myself. Like I am specifically hired for this government project. So me and Avnendra ji he mentioned was specifically looking at the projects related to government of Rajasthan, right? So we like all the team members. We have 13 to 14 departments bifurcated in all of us, and in which we all have 3 to 4 major departments also. Like as you mentioned, I handle medical and health, then I handle home transport and all. In the same way, he handles energy, education, and stuff like that. So there are 3 to 4 major departments. Then very small departments are also there. So the thing is, since we began with Bilwada model, so I'll specifically focus on that because that was a viral story, and I think students would also love to know about how it went ahead and all. So
Definitely.
the thing
Shall we
was,
play your slide, Gajraj?
yeah. You can start the slide, but
Yes.
before that, I would tell you like there are two things in PR. What I felt like being from a journalistic background, I like you can get stories very easily. Like there is not a hustle in getting these stories, but the thing is, like you have the curiosity. Everyone has that curiosity, and being from a journalistic background, I had that curiosity. Ki, I'll get the stories and all. But you have to be a good storyteller to do justice with those stories because you'll get the stories and there's no point like if you don't know how to reach out to media with your stuff. So what happens when we go to meet the IS officers, as he mentioned, Mr. Rohit Kumar Singh, he was additional chief secretary health that time. Now he's into some other department. So we used to meet him, and now we also like the recent secretary, we meet him also. But when we met Rohit Kumar sir, so he was just telling a few details about the work they are doing and all. So he very randomly mentioned that we are also doing a mission called Lisa. We are running that mission. We are running bike ambulances to reach every corner of the Ramganj area because the roads are too narrow. So I heard that. So the curiosity kicked in. Like this is a story. But if I did not know about like anything about that stuff, like and Mission Lisa was there. Like Mission Lisa is Mission Life Saving, LISA. So in that mission, their focus is to give free injections to people, and the injection cost nearly 40,000 rupees per injection. So they are distributing it for free. So their focus is to save lives and then fight corona. So it's a very good initiative by Rajasthan government. So we were like highlighting these stuff also, and this is not something they would release in some press release or what. Like you'll just get to know about it when you talk to them, when you go to meet them. So that's how we do it. Shall we begin with the PPT now?
Yes, yes. So, Rituraj sir, can you just share the PPT? Yes, Rituraj sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, Gajraj, just wait for
Yeah,
a
yeah,
while.
yeah.
Just
Sure,
one
sure, sure,
second
sure.
here.
So there's a lot of stuff like I would like to tell you also.
Definitely,
Like
definitely.
we are already like connected with chief secretary, additional chief secretaries, and we are conducting interviews. Daily interviews
Hmm.
are going on from last 4 months now. Like Saturday, Sundays are
Yeah,
also on right now.
exactly. You people are right now too busy. Please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So I have named it PR today. There's a reason why I call it PR today, because like it changes every day according to me. Like we cannot go with conventional PR all in our lives. Like PR changes every day. How do we approach it? How media approaches us? What's the relation between a PR professional and a media person? It changes every day. That's why I'm calling it PR today, connecting during crisis. So it is specifically based on last 3 to 4 months. So next slide, sir, please. Yeah, what to look for, like whenever you go with the story, so you must have first of all knowledge, like every you should know every bit details of about either the organization or the subject you are covering, right? And more than knowing the pros, you should know the cons, because people will ask you, media will ask you, they will not go directly to the IAS officer, they will not go directly to any commissioner, they will ask you कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ. So you should know that, so that you can answer it very proactively, right? And in our case, when I was covering medical and health, my focus was to study cross border updates. Cross border I meant the other states, what are they doing, the other countries, what are they doing, and how are we related to that, like at what stage we are standing on. And never miss daily developments. Like there are reports uh, from medical departments, they come in every day, and you have to go through every report. You just like we cannot just see the how number of patients came and close the report. You have to see everything, because I am like right now I am tracking every day these reports, because I need to see the recovery rate of Rajasthan, and the time we hit 80 to 85%, you'll see another story in coming time. Next slide, sir. So yeah, Bhilwara model. Let's talk about it first. It's case study of 10 calls actually. So the thing is, when I was in touch with Mr. Rajendra Bhatt, he was Bhilwara collector that time. Now he is posted in Udaipur. So he designed this model. Like they scanned 30 lakh people, and like Bhilwara city has a population of 5 lakh people. Then 30 lakh is the people from nearby villages. So they scanned these much people. 28 patients they got in the beginning were positive, and the thing was that they charged on with a very ruthless containment. Like they closed everything. They closed even the medical shops also. So their idea was to like people should call them and they'll deliver everything. Like police officials will deliver everything, health officials will deliver everything. So everybody knew about this thing, right? Everybody knew about this story, but how do you go ahead with this is where we come in. So I kept on calling him, sir आप मुझे बताओ, please tell me क्या है क्या नहीं है. And you also know that people were very very busy that time. So even when he got 5 minutes into his day, he used to message me that yeah, you can call me right now. And I used to call him and talk to him for like 15 minutes कि सर आप मुझे just tell me like this like everything what you did in a story form. You tell me a story कि भीलवाड़ा में ये हुआ, and I'll see what to do. So he told me everything that we tracked, we treated, and we traced people at the same time. Then government people, NGOs and police officials, everyone was on the streets. Next slide, sir. And so this was the whole plan of the district magistrate. And then we prepared this press release which you can see on the left. And this was our basically main focus. You can see the headline: once in corona crisis, Birwada bounced back strong as the best administrative model, because they treated 26 patients, and they recovered them and they discharged them. and two people died that time, but they were overage. So currently, the death ratio in Rajasthan is primarily holds majority of patients who are comorbid. Comorbid means you are having few problems, like they exist, like sugar problem, BP problem, it's already there. So those people, like they are large in number of deaths. So we highlighted its story, like, and this is one snapshot of Financial Express. They published its story, and this is only one of the national coverage which I got. So next slide, please. Yeah, these are all the few coverages. So it got covered in several languages also. Tamil, Telugu. I don't understand what language is this, but yeah, it was covered in several languages, Malayalam and all. And it got coverage in 150 plus national dailies. All thanks to Mr. Tarandeep ji and my other team members who were directly in like connect with all the national media. Next story, sir. Next slide. Yeah, so these are the few examples of online coverages we got. We got Financial Outlook, India, Indian Express, Business Insider, Yahoo Economic. So Bhilwara model was like it was for in my career. This is the biggest story I have done right now, and I got a call from Vancouver also. Like they wanted to talk to Vilwada collector that time, and hopefully we'll crack NYT also in coming time, because I was in touch with NYT from last 2 months also. Like New York Times, the journalist was she kept on calling me, like she wanted to talk to Chief Minister, but due to the developments in past few months, CM was not free to talk to her. But hopefully we'll crack her also. Next slide, sir. Yeah, the major highlights which Virona model carried with it were like TV news bulletins were ran over the topic. FM stations across the country were touch with us. Not only me, my Tarandeep, Avnendra ji, and my other team was were also getting calls like, "आप हमारा interview करो and everything. Please get sorted with everything." And the model was applied as he mentioned. The model was applied with great intensity in Ramganj area, and because it was a highly containment area, and at one time Ramganj was giving 100 patients a day. So that model was applied there, and administrative officers, international media, they all, we like our team of 8 people, we like started getting calls and calls for this. Then consider it was considered to be the best administrative model during pandemic in the country. And it was also mentioned by Cabinet Secretary R Goba. The meeting was chaired by Sri Narendra Modi that time, and it was a part of several news hour debates also. Mr. Rajiv Sardesai and Arnab Goswami, they also held many debates over this topic. And the chief in the end, Chief Minister also, backed all the officers, all the staff who were working on this model. Next slide, sir. Yeah, so now here comes in, like, if we go apart from Bhilwara model, what we do is, like, we keep on tracking human angle stories. Like, you cannot go with same thing again and again, so you have to change the weather of everything. So we like what we are doing nowadays, like we are tracking social media accounts of people, and we are searching for keywords. Like, we like this is one such story in which you can see the tweet of this person. He just tweeted and he tagged Udaipur police and CMO. So he there was a person, he was knowing that person, and he wanted some medicines in Udaipur. And he did not have medicines, like, it was only 2 day medicine he was left with, and he was a severe TB patient. So he tagged the Udaipur police that time, and I was fortunately that time I was just looking for these stuff on internet. So I found this tweet. Then I was in touch with Additional Director General of Police, Mr. BL Soni, whose picture you can see on the right. I was in touch with him, and then I called him, like, sir, can we help them? हम कुछ कर सकते हैं, इस पेशेंट को हम पहुंचवा सकते हैं दवाई. So he then acted upon it. He specifically called the Udaipur IG, and he sent his team to Ahmedabad to take the medicine from there. They took the medicine from Ahmedabad Civil Hospital. Then they brought it to that person who was living in some village near Udaipur. So these are some human angle stories which we also do. Like, we keep on tracking stuff. Like, our focus is to keep surfing stuff, identify public's demand, and if we can do it, we try to fulfill it also. So next slide, sir. Yeah, so this is another human angle story. Not basically not only coverage, we also plan initiatives with government officials. Like whatever department we are holding upon, so we plan initiatives and we try to reach more and more public, because the CM's idea of PR is reaching out to last man in the state. And also he goes with the two more taglines, which I guess Tarandeep ji forgot to mention, is "Koi bhooka na soye" and "Koi paidal nahi chalega." These are taglines given by Chief Minister of Rajasthan, and our focus was that every like there came a time when laborers were walking on the streets, and they were like they did not have anything, no food, no water, they didn't have anything. So we also did stories on them, and buses were arranged for them. They went to their locations, destinations, whatever. And now evacuees are coming in, so we are also visiting quarantine centers. We are keeping safe, but we are visiting quarantine centers. Like people are coming from Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Abu Dhabi, and whatever the Bharat mission is going on. People are coming through that mission, and daily, like I guess 2 to 300 people are coming in, and we are also visiting the quarantine centers to look after the facilities they are getting, and we are also developing stories on that. Like we are going on ground, then developing stories. We are not sitting like doing everything by sitting in office. We are checking everything by going on ground, because if somebody questions us, like we should be able to answer, like every pro and con we should know about that. So the people working there, we talk to them also. We ask them like आपको क्या कमी हो रही है, आप हमें बताओ. Like we'll try and take your case forward to the IAS officer, and we'll try to get things sorted here. So we are also managing those things also. So that's how you get connected with the public, right? Because we are also going with the same message, like we should connect with the last man in the state. And this is one such operation. This was Operation Smile by Jaipur Police, and I actually started this initiative on the occasion of Raksha Bandhan. She is additional DCP, Miss Sunita Meena, and she is heading the Nirbhaya squad right now. So this is all women squad, and every officer is trained in martial arts and stuff. So I was meeting her like from past few weeks, and I was knowing the work she was doing, because she's mainly focused on the welfare of children, women, and elderlies. So our focus was to कि कनेक्ट these more people with her, तो लोगों को भी पता चले कि what all initiatives Rajasthan Police is taking on. So we planned this initiative, and we tried to take her to homes, and the kids tied Rakhi to her. So this came also like very good. Like local media very like covered it very well. Like these initiatives were planned in national media also, but this was highlighted in local media as well, very nicely. So that was all from my side, and this was the stuff
It
we did in last 5 months. And yes.
It was again such a wonderful experience to listen to your insights, Dajraj.
Thank you so
I
much, ma'am.
think both our eminent speakers, they have focused on two, three very important, that can be called as takeaways of today's webinars. Gajraj has very rightly pointed out, how can you play out a role at the grassroots level, isn't it? Public relations basically also means reaching out to the people, because the CM office, or when we talk about the secretariat or the commissioner's office, they need to know what is going on with
Yeah.
every small individual person. And when we talk about person, you both have very rightly pointed out, every simple man also makes has got an importance. So what are the problems being faced by the people at the very grassroots levels? Reaching out to them and establishing, getting the story and communicating it right at the same time to the officials, to the government officials, then only we can expect that the government will really reach out to the people in the
Yeah.
way they want. So, from Gajraj's, insights, we can really conclude that you need to work at the very ground level, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all those human interest stories, how you're reaching out to the people, how you're helping out the people, that makes a story. And very rightly pointed out, even it was an eye opener for me also. You got calls from Vancouver.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that shows that shows, the how much people appreciated the stories which
Yes.
you were working on, how much you were digging into the facts and all, and communicating about them. So I thoroughly enjoyed listening to you all. So I would just like to take some of the questions from our, participants. They might also be very anxious and
Sure,
curious.
sure, sure.
I'm also having two, three questions in my mind, but then I think taking into consideration the paucity of time, I would take up the questions of the participants because I
Sure.
can find a good number of students who have joined in. Many of them might be aspiring students wanting to go into the
Yes.
field of corporate communication, public relations, and I think both our eminent speakers have today brought out the entire facts related with the government machinery, how it runs, how ad factors is playing a very significant role in coming up with stories, highlighting the stories. So both ways, how is acting as a bridge between the people and the government. So I would like to take a few questions from the side of the participants. Let me just, so if any of the participants, you can just type in your question over here. Uh, Before I take up some of the questions, I would just like to ask one question, maybe either to Gajraj or
Sure,
Tarandeep,
sure.
whoever can be. See, when we are talking about this COVID-19, so there are different phases. So when this virus just came, we were awestruck, we were not knowing what to do, what will happen to us right now. But now in these times of, new normal, when things are easing out, government of Rajasthan also started a very beautiful campaign, if I'm not wrong, maybe in the month of June, where the government wanted to make the people aware of the fact, ki what now? What now you need to do? When the things are coming out in the unlock period, when we are stepping into the unlock period, we cannot think everything has got resolved now.
No, no.
Everything has become very normal. So that is the point when things can rather deteriorate. When people become very much cool, when people become very much relaxed, now things are opening up. We are entering into new normal, unlock period. So that time, Yellow Government came up with some wonderful, campaigns, which I think you PR professionals might have taken care of that, might have managed and implemented them, where they even distributed some pamphlets and all on door-to-door basis, telling the people what now. Rather, now you have to be much more serious, much more vigilant, and you have to be much more careful. Otherwise, the things would very soon come back to the
Yeah, yeah.
earlier bad, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yes. What's your opinion on
Like
that? Yeah,
what I think is like nothing is normal right now. Things are still
exactly,
things are
exactly.
still in pretty bad shape right now. Like however you can increase your testing, you'll keep on getting more and more patients. Like, as you can see, Rajasthan is getting 13 to 1400 patients on a daily basis. And like if you take our case also, we are going on field and like I live with my parents. I have kids at my place also. Like Tarandeep, he's blessed with a very cute little daughter. So like these are life risks like which we are also taking, but we don't suggest anyone to go out of the house if till the time it is not important also. And like if you think like the elevator you are touching is safe, I suggest it is not at all safe. So like instead of using sanitizers every time, like keep on washing your hands with soap. That is far better idea than using the sanitizers, because you do not know it can give what kind of infection, skin infection it can give you. And yes, we are calling it new normal, but this is not new normal. According to me, this is new adjustment.
Definitely. That was very rightly said. I think Tarandeep sir wants to tell something.
Yeah, I would like to add to this that while government is actually into unlock process, we actually wanted to create some confidence in citizens of the state by telling them of how the situation is recovering. So as the
Yeah.
recovery rate is rising, the patients are recovering fast. So we are spreading this word that how it is doing, how the state is doing better in these COVID cases. So how it is actually creating a positive mindset in people, and they are coming back to their offices and they are going out confidently using all those safety measures, but they are now confident. They are confident to go back to their work. So this is
Very
our part of
Very true. Very true.
of PR,
I
amplifying. Yes.
Very correct, Tarandeep sir. I even would like little bit of your insights regarding. We all know Arogya Setu app,
Yeah.
isn't it? That has served as the Brahmastra,
Yeah.
during the time of this COVID-19.
Yeah.
I think in Rajasthan also there was an app which was
Yeah.
brought about and launched.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is Rajasthan COVID Info app.
Yes. Yes.
So can you little bit elaborate on that? How significant it turned out to be as a very important, communication awareness platform rather. Yes.
It came.
I think Gajraj would be better able to answer this
Yes,
since he was looking after the.
please.
So, Raj COVID info was launched, I guess, after Arogya Setu was launched, and the basic idea
Definitely.
behind both of these apps was to track nearby patients in the radius of 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, or 10 kilometers, right? So, this scenario was, according to me, viable till the time you were getting patients from colonies far 2 streets far from you. The patients were coming in from separate colonies and all. Now what the scene is, like, patients are coming from every household, and you, like, according to, I was using Arogya Setu app like 3 months back. I was using Raj Code Info 2 or 3 months back. It is good to be updated, but you're not sure the person who has just come COVID positive is also using the app. So if he is not using the app, it is not
Definitely.
updated there, right? So reaching out with the idea of making people download this app is only the basic idea of making people aware of corona. And if people are not downloading it, you cannot do anything of these apps are not at all useful if people are not downloading it. So I suggest, like, whenever people go out, they should Arogya Setu app, but they should not always rely on it, because there is a very high possibility that many of people around you are not using it, and they might be COVID
Definitely.
positive, or they might have just recovered from corona.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Thank you so much, Gajraj. There is one question being asked from Kartikeya Jha, a student of bachelor's third semester. He wants to know, any one of you can answer, how to use social media for crisis communication and emergency management. So COVID is till now, I can say, the most dangerous kind of a
Yeah. Yeah.
crisis. So how to make use of social media. And one more element I would like to add, because on social media, fake news, everybody has talked
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And when we talk about health measures related with COVID-19, there were a lot of news coming on social media. Eat this, take adrak, take this, take that, and that was somewhere coming as a, maybe they were not the useful resorts. So in
Hmm.
such kind of health crisis, such kind of crisis situation, how did you all PR professionals ensure that the right kind of message is given out on social media? Yes. Any one of you can answer. Yes, Tarandeep sir?
Currently,
I would like to take this question since social media is, very fast medium. So as soon as you tweet something or you put something on your social media handles, it goes viral. So I mean, we have identified quite a few social media handles, through which they are social influencers basically. So through which things actually, are well known. So this goes viral. But then I would like to tell you one thing, that we are not handling the social media part of government of Rajasthan. But yes, I can answer this question, that if
Definitely.
in an emergency situation, or if we are doing a crisis communication, I mean, duty of managing the crisis situation for a corporate or for any other situation for that matter, what we do is we prepare a standard communication for whatever event that has happened and we are managing the situation for. We make a standard statement for that, which actually balances all the stories that are going out in the media. So whenever there is a story in media wants to catch both the parties. So I mean the aggrieved party as well, and the party that is there. So the other party as well. So both the parties should be covered in the story. And because we want our client to be covered in those stories, is the best way to put a standard messaging on the social media platform, so that the story always is well balanced and the version of client always goes into social media. So this is how the crisis management and use of social media in the same can be done.
That was really the need of the hour, Tarandeep. Very rightly answered, because you need to have a base story, kind of a
Yeah.
base stand. So that after that, no matter whatever stories are coming up on social media, this one base
True.
story is enough to
Yes,
deal with
yes.
them. Isn't it? So that was very
Right.
rightly pointed out. I'm having a good number of questions coming. One more question coming from side of Mansi Agrawal.
Agrawal, can
Can you cite the major difference between a PR professional and a journalist?
it's a very interesting question also.
And relating also.
Because
Raj would like to answer.
it's
Yes.
relatable because I am both. So
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
so there's not much difference when you take it on as a personal level, but going on a professional level, there's a lot of diversion in both of the fields. Being a journalist, according to me, you target the system, and being a PR professional, you have all the things where you can target the system, but you can't target the system. So you then know how to avoid it and go past with another positive story. So that is the only difference between a PR professional and a media person.
So that was so well answered. Uh, I think one question which I would like to
Yeah.
point out is that uh, how did you, when we talk about media and especially Gajraj, you have handled a number of conventional media also in times of this COVID-19, especially when we talk about the state government. So what all challenges you faced in them, because you arranged a number of interviews, you said, isn't it? Especially to ensure that people are getting informed about
Yes, yes.
whatever new is the government doing. Because when we talked about COVID-19, it had multiple dimensions. You have to
Hmm.
take care of the welfare measures, you have
Hmm.
to take care of the health measures, you have to take care of the transport measures, you have
Hmm.
to handle the administrative measures.
Hmm.
So how did you ensure that even the conventional media, yeah, what all platforms and tools did you make use of?
Tanuj, would you like to take it?
Anybody,
So I
anybody.
was actually looking after some other questions.
Yeah.
So Anshika Vijay, she's asking
Yes,
some other
yes.
questions. I was actually focusing on that.
Acha,
Very good,
acha.
very good. So Gajraj can answer it quickly, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
take up Anshika's question also after this.
So the
Yes,
main
Gajraj.
challenges, where we get, like we also get stuck every day on a daily basis. Like as of now, things are going on a very fast level, and everything is moving so quickly that you can't even imagine that we are working in a government or some private organization. That's the difference right now. And so the challenges which we face in arranging interviews is of time only. Time is the only thing which we don't get. Either we are busy, either the other person, the IAS officer or any other minister is busy. So you have to have a very thin skin schedule to arrange. Like you have to handle two people. You have to handle a journalist, you have to handle a administrative official, and you are in between. So you're
Very right.
getting you're getting the brunt from both the sides. And if sometimes the journalist is free, the administrative official is busy, and vice versa. So things happen
Very
in
right.
these cases. Like we have faced a lot of these kind of things, but now we are all gelled into this setup. So now things are like they have become pretty easy now, because now what we do is we handle journalists as per the administrative official. Like we do not take on promises now because it's very risky to give a word and not act upon it. So it's a great
Definitely.
drawback on a PR level.
Definitely. I think, thank you, Gajraj. I think Tarandeep would like to take up uh, one question.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, why we can't
Target
target
the
a
system
system as
as
a
a PR
PR
professional.
professional?
Yes, yes.
And
Yes, yes,
maybe
yes.
there are a number of questions coming. And after that, there is one more question from the side of Karthik K. What should PR
Yes, so we are
professionals be
focusing.
focusing more on during this sensitive time?
So yes, I would like to clarify first Anshika's question, which says why we can't target system as a PR professional. Because we are actually, trying to make the citizens of state more confident and actually trying to make them, feel more participative in all the PR process that we are doing. What we are trying to do is, we are trying to manage the reputation of the state. That is how we are hired for. That is what we are hired for. So we can't target, back the client. Obviously, we are working for them, and we are trying to emphasize and amplify their efforts, whatever they are doing good in the state. So that is how we are working on that, and we can't target them since they are our clients, and we are trying to help them. So how we cannot target them? So this is Anshika's
Very
answer. I
correct,
hope
very correct.
it is answered.
Yes,
And
thank you,
Karthik's
Tarandeep.
question is, what should
PR
PR professional be focusing more during this sensitive time? So obviously, the focus changes every day. So not only the corona factor, but other things are also happening in state. So we actually focus on lot many things. So there are external triggers as well as the internal triggers. The
Very
internal
correct.
triggers are those which are actually which the government is doing reactively. But there are external triggers. External triggers like whatever is happening in the country, we are actually taking a leaf from the news story of that day. So if there is a viral story nationwide happening on something, we actually take up the department story, the story from the department of Rajasthan, and then that we pitch into that story, and this is how things are happening, and this
Very
is
correct.
I think this helps, and this question is answered.
I would like to take these last two questions because they are very interesting questions. Like he is
Sure, sure.
Please go
Raghul
ahead.
is
Gajraj, go ahead.
yeah, Raghul is asking like a simple advice for the youth who wants to get into PR professionalism from your experience. So as I also mentioned in when I was speaking, you have to be a very good storyteller, and you can become a very good storyteller by reading a lot. So this is the only thing that can help you achieve any height in PR professionals. Like if you handle a private client, you handle a government client. If you know how to justify your story, if you know how to do justice with your story, you can do very good in PR. And there's another question by Ashutosh. Had the political situation in Rajasthan increased the everyday challenges? This is a very interesting question, and I would say like nothing has changed. Nothing has changed because our bureaucracy has a very they have a strong enough spine to handle the state, and they are doing pretty well in this scenario. And also when this all situation was going on, our chief minister was still holding daily health meetings, so nothing has changed. And even we have now jumped to 76% recovery from 72% recovery, so things have turned pretty well also.
Exactly, exactly. Very rightly pointed out. I think we have little bit exceeded the time also,
Yes,
but
yes.
then it was so wonderful to listen to both of you speaking. And you discussed at length, in depth about the various, the nitty gritties. I can rather say the nitty gritty is what really made the role of the government stand out, and you people were the backbone behind it. You were the actual people,
Thank you.
somewhere again, some warriors working behind the government machinery, helping in making the government policies reach out to every common man. And just seeing that not even a single person is in pain or is in any kind of a mental trauma. So that can be called as somewhere the success of PR, especially when we complement the Rajasthan model
Yeah, yeah.
in terms of how they combated the COVID-19. It was wonderful to listen to you, Tarandeep
Thank you
Singh
so much.
ji, as well as Gajraj. It
Thank
was
you.
really fantastic. We all gained a lot. Our students who really are aspiring to go into the field of public relations, I could see they have joined in huge numbers.
Yeah,
So they got some wonderful, takeaways of today, what they should work upon now. That is, Gajraj has very rightly pointed out. Nowadays, visual storytelling, digital storytelling, this is the need of the hour. But then you cannot know on what to write on, what to mainly focus in my storytelling, or how to begin rather my
yeah,
storytelling, until unless you do a lot of reading.
yeah.
So reading speaking is something which has to be there in the field of public relations, because we people are known only as good speakers, as good writers.
Yeah.
But in order to develop a command in these areas, it can only come by your knowledge, knowledge about the entire surrounding, just not in one particular area. So that will help you become a very seasoned PR professional. It was a wonderful, beautiful experience to listen to both of you speaking. I would now like to request Jyoti ma'am if she would also like to give some of her comments. Jyoti ma'am, you are there? Yeah, Jyoti ma'am.
Yeah, she's there, but she's offline. Yeah.
Okay. So I think in future also we would definitely look forward
Sure.
towards organizing many more webinars, because in our every batch we find a good number of students who are interested in public relations. I think ma'am has come online. Jyoti ma'am, are you there?
Yes, I'm very much here. There was some problem with my microphone.
No
Thank you
issues,
so
ma'am.
much. Thank you so much. First of all, Gajraj and
Thank you, ma'am.
our industry experts, because this is the session we were thinking of since very long time, and we were wanting to line up, and especially because this is also a part of our Alumni Connect program,
Okay.
and that is what we have started recently.
Okay.
So we thought of this session, and when we thought of this, connecting something on PR, we could not think anyone except Gajraj, because the kind of work that we are doing, it's commendable. It's it's wonderful.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And when your own children, when your own people are working so good, why to go out and finding people? So it's like calling Gajraj home, and
Thank you
interacting the kind of
so much, ma'am.
work
All thanks to this
that.
great team I have. Because
Sorry.
all thanks to this great team I have, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. And ad factor is, kind of, it is a part of our industry. Ms.
Yeah.
Nitin sir is a part of our industry advisory, board. And, ad factor
Yes,
is
yes.
family. So connecting with ad factor is surely a wonderful thing. And thank you so much for both of you for joining us for this wonderful session. Hands-on experiences, the things that you have shared are very, very rare, and I don't think anyone could share the things the way you have shared in depth, like very rightly Tanushree has said. This is something which our students are surely going to be benefited of, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Tanushree, for conducting it so well. And
Thank you,
when
ma'am.
I
It's a pleasure,
suggested
ma'am.
Tanushree to, I told Tanushree that why not to call Gajraj this time? Let's call
Sure.
Gajraj. And
Definitely.
then Gajraj, suggested our expert also. So I think this particular session has been one of the wonderful sessions that we have had till now.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
the
It's a
thanks
pleasure.
and
Thank you
all
so
the
much.
credit goes to
Thank
the
you so much,
team
ma'am.
that was speaking today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much,
Pleasure.
Dr. Tanushree, for moderating it
Thank
so
you.
beautifully. And Rituraj,
Thank you,
handling
Jyoti
all the
ma'am.
back support. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you so much,
True, ma'am.
Rituraj.
We
Yeah.
have to, we have to thank Rituraj sir
Yeah, thank you
also,
so
the
much, sir.
IT team,
Thank
who
you so
were
much.
really
Yes.
helping me out in all possible ways. Thanks once again, Jyoti ma'am, and thanks to all our faculty members of Amity School of Communication and all our dear students. They all turned up in good numbers, and they were very actively listening to your valuable insights. And I think these grassroots, tips and the things which you spoke of today, the strategies, this will go a long way. This will go a long
Yeah.
way in making the students aware what they need to work upon and what they need to do in future. So thank you once again. We are really overwhelmed by the kind of insights which we got today. And so hope to see you
Pleasure,
soon.
ma'am.
We would line up maybe some more fruitful webinars in the
Sure.
future.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank you
once.
so much.
Thanks to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
So